Hello guys, Newbury biker. Just setting off to Harrogate, then on a road trip I'm going from Newbury to Harrogate to the Lake District on the west coast. I intend to ride the passes at the lakes, Hard Knot Pass and Kirkstone Pass, and there's another one, I can't remember the name just yet, and I'm doing it on my NC 750, and it's a standard bike with a couple of extra things. I've got a quad lock phone charger unit on the bike, a Givey windscreen because I found the Honda Touring wasn't quite enough for me, so I've got the Givey windscreen on, and my new panniers which I've fitted. I might do a separate video on them, but I've got some Hepco and Beckett X-Trail panniers, I think they are, X-Travel panniers, and I filled them up. My trunk's full. I've got all my camera kit, and like I said, the first leg is off to Harrogate. I'm going to stay in Harrogate the first night with a good friend of mine, and then from there I'm going to shoot across to the Lake District. So, Newbury biker is on the road. Hey, right. Oh, I nearly forgot, I fitted this, which I bought from the Amazon. It's 27 quid for the rack, but I found that the phone moved a bit too much on it, so, and it's in your view, which it's annoying if it didn't vibrate, so I'll put it down here for the minute and we'll just let you know how I get on with that. Alright, so catch you later guys, bye. Hello guys, Newbury biker. I'm about halfway up my first journey. I've done 110 miles ish, and I'm on the M1, and I thought I'd just check in, let you know how I'm getting on, enjoying the bike. The weather's beautiful. It's a little windy. I'm recording this from my new helmet, which is a Shoei Neotech 2, and hopefully you're seeing everything fine, because I haven't stopped to turn the camera on, I've just turned it on. Hopefully it's the horizon is level, because the let's have a look-see, probably is thereabouts. We're cruising along 65. We've been doing 70 and a little bit more occasionally, but we've got the new Givey windscreen on, which is about a couple of inches taller than the Honda Touring screen, and it's got a ramp to the top section here. It's sort of ski ramped, and it keeps a lot more wind off you, a lot of the noise off. I'll just crack the helmet a little, just as a comparison to later on. It's, the microphone's probably quite boomy with the front shot, but that's the front open about an inch, and I'm doing 55 on the A1M, and if I open the visor fully I'll get the wind in my eyes a little. It's literally this visor windscreen, excuse me a minute, it scoops the wind up and it just clears the top of the helmet. Like literally it might just be touching, but if you drop down like literally an inch, you're lovely and quiet, you see. Up a little bit of noise, but I've got the visor cracked open, so you know, this is like 60 mile an hour with the visor open about an inch behind the new Givey windscreen, sat normally, topped forward a bit, it's quieter, upright, a bit noisy, visor down, so you know, I'll just crack it shut. Now just sped on a bit, we're doing 70 now. The NC 750X is lovely to ride, if I'm honest. Hasn't got absolute instant acceleration unless you drop it down a few gears, but I think it's a good bike for me, good learning bike. And I don't know if you can see that if I just do lean forward a bit, but I'm getting 68.1 miles to the gallon as an average on this trip. And I've done, according to the sat nav, it was 200 miles when I set off, so I've done like just short of 120, so just over halfway of the 200 to Harrogate. And I'm pleased with it. I mean, I know we can get 80 to the gallon, but we're getting nearly 70. We've got the bigger Givey touring screen on, and I've actually got my panniers on the back, which, you know, they're not exactly aerodynamic, are they? But overall, we're doing all right. And I mean, so this is like in standard mode. We just got to be a bit careful on the M1 because there's speed cameras everywhere. But we've got it in standard. And if I, you know, want to get out of the way, which I do, I just dropped it a couple of gears. And accelerated and straight up. So we're sat in 6th again now, so the DCT gearbox has put the thing back up in top. Just drop the speed off a bit in case there's some cameras there, you never know. So we're doing 73, and I'll just drop the gear, and it takes one. Will it take another? Yeah, it will. And accelerate. Standard mode. Woo, up to 90, no trouble. And I haven't even put it in top gear, look. Into top gear now. So that's standard. And if I put it into sports, because we're only getting half the power that the bike can produce, or the power setting on the dash is only giving us half the power. So I'll just pop it up into sports mode, like so, and accept that. So it should stop flashing. Yeah, it has. Thank you very much. So the sat nav has told us we've got a speed camera, so we'll just pull over, stick at 70 for a minute in sports mode, and there's probably another one on the next Gan yard, the bridge over sail. Probably they seem to be all the time at the minute, but there's sports mode, and I'm in 6th. So if I just open the throttle wide open when I get past this this one, and we'll see where we go. He says, here we go, wide open now. So it's dropped. Whoa, taxi driver. Dropped us into 4th in sports mode. Flies, really, to be honest. Still in 4th, that hasn't just changed up into 5th. Probably because I opened the throttle flat out. It's a bit difficult to show you really with all the cameras and the traffic on the roads, to be honest. But I just open the throttle now, straight down to 4th, and off it goes. drop the speed for the cameras and open her up again. Right, fast enough for me. We'll just get her up into standard mode, relax the gearbox, get ourselves back at 75. But yeah, even with the panniers on it goes. Not as quick as a white van, of course, you know, but I got a white van as well at home, so I've got the best of both worlds, really. You know, can't beat a white van. Nice Nissan being delivered to someone, no doubt. So we're now North Leeds Junction, and I must admit I've been just riding along and not recording, so hopefully this is recording really nicely so I can add it to my footage from your road trip. Just crack that. God knows. We'll have to see what the audio's like. I wish people would pull over. Well, there's a whole lane over here. Look. Right? 4 lanes it is. No one wants to be in it. Safer in here than out there, to be honest, for me. Just pure laziness. You know, I don't really want to undertake someone, but they just will not move over. I mean, look at the space in there. Look at it. Absolutely fucking nuts, pardon my French. Yeah. This is the instead of making 4-lane motorways, what they ought to do is find the people who will not pull over if they're not overtaking, because it takes up the capacity of the motorway and slows it down. If you want to do 90 miles an hour and there's nothing on the road, you should be in the left-hand lane. Just check the sat nav and it says we're going straight on. So I don't know if you can see, I've fitted my telephone on a quad lock, and it's a inductive charging base which I've had wired into the bike. So I've got the phone is continually being charged, even though I'm using it as a, well, you need it to be actually if you using it as a sat nav, because the battery don't last too good. 2-3 couple of hours and it's gone when you're using it as a sat nav. So you definitely need continuous charging excuse me, if you're using your iPhone as a sat nav, which I like doing, to be honest. I've got one device, it does the maps, does my telephone, does texts. I have it on the phone, have it on the bike, and it communicates with me headset in the helmet. At the same time I can have the camera running on it. Well, no, actually that's not quite true. The app, I haven't got I can have the app connected, but when I set off it wouldn't connect the app because there was no internet or something, or no service. So normally I'd be able to see what I was recording and everything on the telephone, but it's very difficult. These gloves I've got, you can't use the touch screen on the phone with these gloves, but I'm happy. Hopefully the footage will be good. Thank you very much, sat nav. So we've got another speed camera ahead, and I'm doing 70. And we'll just make sure we're not doing 70 as we go through the camera. And here it is. But it's, you know, I'm thinking to myself, oh, I'd love a nice fast bike, faster than this, something to tear arse around on. But to be honest, there's like a speed camera every half mile. Every half mile on this M-way. So like the opportunity to accelerate and enjoy the bike has to be done between the cameras, and you got to slow back down. But the second day of my road trip, is going to be around the Lake District. So I've never ridden really tight twisties before, and I'm hoping that A, they are nice and tight and twisty, and B, that I can ride them confidently. I don't want to fall off the bike, you know. So bit of a road test. It is a sort of a complete new experience on this road trip. I just cannot get this visor to stay open. I just want it to stay open a little bit more than it is. Hopefully that'll do. It's cracked, but it's either like how it is now or half an inch, and I just want 10 centimeters, you know, a quarter of an inch. That's all I want, just to let a breeze in and to take the echoing noise away from the mic. Just pull out, and he's pulled in. Let's get back in. Oh, I think I'll probably pull in at the next services. I've got 70 miles left of the 200, so I've done 130, so I'm well over halfway for the first leg. And so we've had to shut it up again. It's a bit windy. If I drop down here, it still doesn't stop the echoing, I guess. Hopefully the audio is good. But it is really busy on the road, so it was the first sort of 3/4 an hour from Newbury on the roads, on the A34, the M40, and the A43 I think I was on, to get across to the A1M or M1. So I'll just slow down a little. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to a couple of nights away, good company, and some good views when I get on the lakes. But first night's in Harrogate. There's another one. Look, see what I mean? You just lots and lots and lots and lots of speed cameras. I don't really, I say I don't speed, I must obviously do so if I'm worried about sticking under 70. I suppose I'd sort of pop it up to 80, but nothing excessive. I'm not like tear-arsing along. It's a good phrase that, isn't it? Tear-arsing along. So, I'm doing 73. Have to excuse that I don't want to talk to you, headset. Anyway, I think that'll do for the minute. I've got a bit of footage, so I'll turn the camera off and pick up with you later.